am I going to say? So, breaking the 8 is going to be tough. You cannot use the face of those who took us to IMF to break the 8. It don't work.
And here IMF. Ghana for some mind say, and I feel said was some of the Abra, don't you need to Mahama, Abia, Konya, Ghana president. Okay, and I put the Baum, I say, Muntra, a Konya for that. Namunya Kasa. Ghana for some money so.
Any government that goes to IMF has failed.
Truth was Mahama Onyeshi, and that is what he did. Not only any form of argument biya. And ya juni anko any janko siafo we no omunenam Ghana, and they lied because also Busan will say Mahama Bobesia saying Atamels Bobesia saying Kofo Bobesia saying. That is where you will know say Mahama did not do any bad thing to Ghana.
Trust me, you're sitting here and you are smiling. IMF, what are we going to say again? Somebody tested me, don't say anything about IMF. Me, I shouldn't say anything about IMF. I will say it. I will say it. You know, going into IMF is just like handing over power to NDC without a contest. Straight away. Because the noise we make, and I chew my own words back when I said NDC went to IMF because of mismanagement of the party, the government, or the economy. So if MPP is going to IMF, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? So breaking the 8 is going to be tough. You cannot use the face of those who took us to IMF to break the 8. They don't work. My message to you is simple. You cannot read my lips, and I'm not scared of anybody in the party. I will tell you the gospel truth. It's the gospel truth. Those who take you to IMF cannot, this same face cannot break the 8. In Latin it says, verbum sapienti satis est. A word to the wise is enough. I'm very, very sad today when I saw the publication that we are going to IMF. You know, that is what Mahama was praying for. He's gotten his wish. It will not be easy. It will take hard work. It will take hard work. So we should brace ourselves that there's a task ahead of us. Therefore, it's only unity that will let us sail through this breaking the 8. Initially,
But if I hear some people argue that we should go to IMF, any government that goes to IMF has failed. And we haven't failed for the good works that we have done in this country. You should applaud Ken Oforiatta. He's not well, but still, yesterday I heard them in war. All in the name of the country. Please.
Yana Mama, offer me appear stadium. Offer me John Mahama Bar. And it is necessary. Mama Mutima Bite. Share where me call it passion. See breaking news and that's Friday. And that's the breaking news at Deputy Finance Minister. Mimi Addo Kumari Abetu Gare say. Nana Addo de na pine. Eso mo ko IMF. Ehiafo anteku IMF. Ghana for some mind say. And I feel said was some of the Abra, don't you need to Mahama, Abia, Konya, Ghana president. Okay, and I put for the Baum, I say, Muntra, a Konya for that. Namunya Kasa. Ghana for some money so. I could forward was so Ghana IMF. I saw for a Cassiana Motor and Wasiana. Yatis Camodia Mutin Calico, I could forward. Kusibuafu, and then saying another group team, or white. I could forward a Ghana president, the Ghana quote a year for a Kubata Omiasi. IMF, a year for Ghana ni bia for to dream say Akufo Addo aton ye kwa ehefo ko IMF ehefo ko na Akufo na tia Ghana foka Toma makachi amusa montra konyanse da Akufo Addo ni MPP fo ene sama hu Akufo Addo de kwa IMF ehefo ko awuta ko Ghana fo nyina Akufo Addo aton ye what you want to do? I saw him back over the Yasi. Papa ne Bawana no that say one was secret. No mama someone track on that. Namunya Kasa. And that's again for Yaji so. Nana Akufo Addo ni Akufo MP before the IMF. I hear folk go Yasi. Yaji and so some of it. Akufo Addo ato Ghana for Yako IMF. Some of it. Your mama catch them. Sir Akonyan Moon Wurupu. And a patrol ya sister Ghana. Akufo Addo regime, Petro ko sister Ghana. John Mahama is on Petro 14-5. John Mahama appears said will be cook today. Me salutu. John Dramani Mahama. Me salutu. Akufo Addo so what do you do? Ghana ni biase.
Let's listen to Bawumia on IMF.
Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, Vice Presidential Candidate for Ghana's New Patriotic Party. My singular honor to have you in the studio today, sir.
Thank you very much. The honor is mine.
Thank you so much. So first of all, can you walk us through what the IMF deal entails? You are not very enthused about it. Can you just...
Well, I wouldn't say... I'm not enthused about the fact that we had to get here, to get to a bailout situation. But I think the deal itself, it's a deal that tries to sanitize the finances of the country, because you got to a situation where the center could not hold and things were falling apart, and the government had borrowed itself into a situation where it was no longer really being able to pay its bills, and the balance of payments were in real jeopardy. And so they needed a bailout, and the bailout essentially entails fiscal consolidation so that the debt of Ghana can be more sustainable. And in that regard, you're going to go through the normal, tighten your belt, cut expenditure, increase taxes. They also want to reduce subsidies, which basically tries to get the fiscal in place. The bailout also entails cutting down your borrowing. The government is borrowing a lot as far as the IMF is concerned, and government needs to cut down its borrowing. The central bank is also coming in for some reform. The lending to government by the central bank is also going to be curtailed quite drastically. The exchange rate side, in terms of the reforms of the foreign exchange market, such that the central bank is not going to be in a position to manipulate the exchange rate as we saw in 2014 with this disconnect between the Bank of Ghana rate and the market rate. There are reforms which will entail some of that. And also in the foreign exchange market, there are reforms that will mean that gold exporters, for example, no longer would have to hand over their foreign exchange to the Bank of Ghana. But all in all, the whole idea is to bring back discipline, restore macroeconomic stability.
So basically, it is to restore discipline in the micro economy. Simple as that. Indeed, what is the big deal here? Say MPP Fonko IMF and almost some. We have been saying this from day one. Going to IMF was never a crime. And your NPP propaganda and to Ghana for say oko IMF with the boni bin sida. But the issue is when he asked the NPP today, Mahama ko IMF no sikana ba en emfaso no odi sikabi anasa emfaso no wen ene na ehu ye infrastructure, schools, any ekwan insuo na yehu ni nyina no. It is because when leadership decided say we want to restructure our economy well, yet FIFA and FIFA being there no is a body to make sure say football competition bia or sanction bia no omo stake room into say Ghana Football League and as Asante Kotoko qualify for a year African Cup of Nations. FIFA as a subsidiary of the CAF Confederation of African Football. Almost in Africa there. So Asante Kotoko can write to CAF and say, you know what, we are struggling to get money to go to African Cup of Nations. Can you help us? Ebia CAF Bekachom said, we don't have the money to give you, but what we can do is, a little money we can give you, but we will have to be part of the way you spend the money. Is it a crime?